Integrity, honesty, consistency, right action, right speech, right thoughts actually do matter. The laws of the universe apply to everyone equally. There's no bypassing this. The best way to clear your energy field and heal all of your energy centers is by right action, right speech, right thoughts. If what you're doing behind closed doors doesn't match what you're preaching, if you don't practice what you preach, if there's any kind of hypocrisy there, you can lie to yourself, but your subconscious knows. Your connection to source knows when you're saying something that's not true, when you're lying to yourself, when you're lying to others. And it causes blockages, particularly in your throat chakra. It may seem externally that some people get by through wrong action, through deceit, through lies, through manipulation. And that may be true to an extent, but those people are not happy. You can't be filled with the one true source of joy and fulfillment if you're full of blockages, where you're using people, manipulating people, lying to people, hurting people to get power or to get money or to get what you want. Those people are not actually happy. Look at how happy someone is, how truly joyful they are. How do they react to difficult people? How generous and kind are they to strangers? How kind are they to themselves? Listen to their words. People tell on themselves very quickly. Do they gossip? It's the smallest of actions that matter, and it's also your intentions behind every action that matters. And all we can do is bring our awareness to these things. And the more aware you become of them, the more easily you're able to change these little tiny things. Because it's the little tiny things that make up everything. I would go to like some of my customers' houses sometimes, and I practice this in everything I do. I try to make everything a practice. And I would practice keeping my mind clear, my heart open, being fully present, giving myself to the moment and the person fully. And it would be a beautiful exchange. But then I would find myself going to a coworker hours later and complaining about the customer, saying they just wouldn't stop talking. They are so annoying, blah, 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 blah. And I realized my core wasn't in alignment with that because I knew if that customer heard me saying that about them, it would hurt them. And that seems so small and so insignificant. Like, of course, you're supposed to be fake with customers and then you can gossip about them to your coworkers. But I started to realize how much that matters too. That matters a lot more than I realized. Because I'm really starting to notice when I do something how it makes me feel and what it does to my mood and my aura. And when I start gossiping or complaining in general, I feel myself get lowered and I lose a little bit of that energy. I'm a little depleted. So I'm starting to really pay attention to that. And before I ever start to complain about anything, I'm becoming more aware to say, No, I don't complain. What is there to complain about? Complaining is never good. It doesn't fix anything. It doesn't make anybody, including yourself, feel better. In fact, it makes the problem grow. It gives power and focus to the perceived problem. And it's using your tongue as a sword to cut yourself. Because if you know that all is one, all is God, what would you ever speak negativity into existence for? To complain. You're declaring that life is bad, that things are bad. And if you truly know your power, you wouldn't do that. You would do everything you can to not do that. So we can just bring awareness to these things. It takes consistency. No, it's not easy. We've been doing this on autopilot for so long. So be kind and patient with yourself. You are human. It's supposed to be hard. You're supposed to naturally want to gossip and naturally want to complain and naturally want to be negative. The awareness is the pause. The awareness is the space that brings power into what we're normally doing unconsciously. It makes us have consciousness brought to it so we can choose something else. And the littlest of things, the littlest of things. Like, what is my intention behind this action? Am I doing this to be kind because being kind is what's right? Or am I doing this so I can be perceived as good, perceived as a good person? Am I making sure everyone's watching me? Or am I doing it between me and source? Because that's who I am, because that's my energy. Everywhere I go, I leave things brighter. I leave things more beautiful. I leave things more in flow. Or am I doing it to be looked at? Look at me. Intentions. Smallest little things. So the more we can slow down, breathe deeper, make everything slower, make everything a practice, we can bring awareness into every little thing. We can give ourselves fully to whatever is in front of us, have complete thoroughness in whatever it is that you're doing. If you're at work, give yourself fully to your job. Do your absolute best. Doesn't matter what it is. Don't complain. Don't gossip. Don't worry. Just give yourself fully to what's in front of you. Washing the dishes, cleaning the bathroom, cooking dinner. Get into the flow of whatever you're doing and give yourself to it fully. So, your integrity, it really does show up externally at some point. Your thoughts really do create the life you have. Your actions, your words, your thoughts, your mind. Because at our core, our souls are perfect. They are innocent. They are untainted. They're with source. They're connected to divine love at all times. It's our minds that get sick. It's our minds that get tainted, that get confused, that get scared. So self mastery is all about mastering your mind and being thorough in the way you weed out which thoughts are worth thinking, your intentions behind your actions, every little action you do, how it's making you feel in your spine, your energy. Is your energy going up or is it going down? Are you feeling energized or are you feeling depleted? Bring awareness to everything. It's the law of the universe. You could call it karma, that aligning all this will give you everything you want and need. And you'll start to see it the more you practice it, the more you play with it, the more you really start to notice. You won't be able to help but see this happening inside yourself and externally. It's the same for everybody. So then it's almost like you've hacked this video game and you know the rules now. And once you know the rules, you no longer blame others. You no longer believe that you have to be bad to get on top. You have to be evil to have money. You know the rules now, that if you do your part and are right with yourself and you have a clear conscience, everything will work out for you perfectly. You'll be in the flow state and you'll be gently flown down the river of life. There won't be this struggle and resistance anymore. You know that you're safe, you're guided, you're protected. Everything's exactly how it's meant to be. And you're going to get where you're meant to go exactly when you're meant to get there. Just do the next right thing. And when you live life this way, you develop this joy in just being wherever you are, whatever you're doing. You have this joy, this contentment, this fulfillment that success isn't going to give you, money isn't going to give you. Nothing can give you that but alignment with your soul, with who you really are. And it becomes so simple what you need to do. It's not a big punishment if you make a mistake. You're human. It's just constant learning and honing in on this, practicing until you become a master at your own mind, your own actions, thoughts, words. So let me know how this goes for you on your own journey. If you've been practicing this or you're new to it, let me know your thoughts. I've seen radical transformation in this, and the journey never ends. It never ends. You get to keep getting better and better and better at it. And you keep getting to see more and more and more changes internally and then externally. And it becomes fun. Life becomes fun again. It becomes fresh and innocent and beautiful and magical again. So, yeah, I love you so much. You're doing a great job. I believe in you. And have a wonderful, magical week.